Obama made some serious moves when he announced that the U.S. will reestablish a relationship with Cuba.
And the most significant changes in our policy in more than 50 years.
It happened after a year of secret negotiations between the two countries that involved Canada and even the Pope. It means the U.S. will open an embassy in Havana and ease travel restrictions for some, including journalists and those with family on the island. So sorry, spring breakers, you can't take a direct flight to a Cuban beach on any American passport. Not just yet. Obama is also asking to begin a process of removing Cuba from the U.S.'s state sponsor of terrorism list.
Neither the American nor Cuban people are well served by a rigid policy that's rooted in events that took place before most of us were born.
Yeah, it's been a long time, and so much has happened between the two countries. Cuba's nationalization of all U.S. property, the embargo, the Bay of Pigs and the Cuban Missile Crisis, the numerous assassination attempts on Fidel Castro, the Mariel boat lift, Elian Gonzalez, the arrest of the Cuban Five, and, of course, Guantánamo.
Esto no quiere decir que lo principal se haya resuelto. El bloqueo económico, comercial y financiero que provoca enormes daños humanos y económicos a nuestro país debe cesar.
Obama can't lift the trade embargo put into place in 1960 without overturning the Helms-Burton Act first. The law strengthened the embargo and made it impossible to end without congressional approval. Now, however, some things have been okayed for export to Cuba, like construction material and agricultural equipment. And visitors can leave with $100 in rum and Cuban cigars. But there's also Fidel, who some American politicians just haven't been able to forgive for turning a capitalist island getaway into a communist middle finger just 92 miles off of Florida. Right-wing naysayers like Senators Lindsey Graham and Marco Rubio just can't quit the Castro hate. Rubio called Obama's move naive. But half a century of anti-Castro rhetoric has lost its audience. The Cold War is long over, and the 88-year-old Castro hasn't been in charge since 2006. Add to that international pressure from Latin American countries and the UN General Assembly, and it's more acceptable now to start talking of changing policy. Charlie Crist, who ran for governor of Florida this year, campaigned to end the Cuban embargo. He lost, but he did manage to get 50% of the Cuban-American vote. Times are changing, but what it all means for socialist Cuba, we'll just have to wait and see. As one official put it, it shows once again that the United States has not renounced its plans of subversion against Cuba. But wait, that's not all.